This game is rated T for ages 13 and up. For more information, please go to esrb.org. Hello everyone, Gunvolt here. Merry Christmas! Let's have a party tonight. Yeah, it's Christmas! It's Christmas! It's not Christmas yet. But it's almost Christmas. But that means it wasn't Christmas. Dang. But yes, Gunvolt here, but you can call me KV. Welcome back to Let's Play Luminous Avenger X. On the last episode, we began doing bonus missions. The special missions, we did 1 and 3, and we're going to continue doing that today. By the last episode, I also talked about how there are special costumes for Kohaku to get, because I always thought she only got this one, and that's a misnomer. She gets other ones too, but it depends on the date of your system. So if you were to play Luminous Avenger X on December 25th, you would get this Christmas outfit, and I think this is actually my favorite outfit of hers, to be honest. It's cozy, it's warm, it's covering everything. She's going to be okay now. She's not, like, I worry if she was wearing this in the middle of winter. I don't worry as much. I mean, her arms could use some more coverings, but otherwise, yes, this is good. I mean, her Halloween is still exposing a lot, so this one's good. I like this one because it keeps her cozy. I like clothes keeping people cozy and warm. I don't know what Copen's armor is made out of, or if that's even armor at this point, because he's a robot technically, so is that armor? Is that like part of his body? I don't know. Anywho's, we're still going to do our usual look at customization first. There's nothing much we can do. We're going to turn this off for right now. We'll switch between them, between stages, but for the next stage we won't use that. But let's do a talk, just to see what's going on. This is actually the exact conversation we got last episode. And because it is, let's just, as Charm and Goma's family, it's passed down, blah 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 blah. Oh, unscientific, I'm Copen and I'm a robot guy. Yeah, he held on to all this time, so it's like it's unscientific, but he still kept on to it for sentimental value. So, who's scientific now, Copen? Alright, let's do another talk. Let's just see what we get. I don't know if we've seen this conversation yet. It's hard for me to remember which conversations I've seen on my own and which ones we've seen in Let's Play. So Lola is also an AI, so... Copen accidentally creates a daughter. Oops. Yeah, well, have you seen a big electric jerk just becoming a giant AI? Okay, maybe we have seen this conversation before. Well, you're good at it. Yeah, that was weird. Maybe we'll go into more of that on how Lola functions in the sequel. I'd be interested in that. I like Lola as a character, and I get it. She's just this robot that Copen made, but she can become this like holographic person. Maybe the sequel will work on Lola becoming a real person, or at the very least having like a robotic body like Copen does. Because she clearly has a personality. And knowing that Copen made her is like, How did you make her with her personality as it is? That's weird, man. Anywho, we unfortunately can't buy much more from a customization, so we're just going to go straight to mission, and we're going to go to mission 6. Yeah, I know, weird, but that's what I'm going to choose. So we're going to go to... is it Inner Alarm? Yeah, it's Inner Alarm. Was the song for the stage. And again, if we go mission details, here's Lola. You just do the thing. That's it. And we're in Gutless because it's easier to get the song that way, and we want to hear the Lola songs. So there. Now, I forget where this puts you in this particular stage, because there's a fun Easter egg in this stage, and the music in this stage is still fantastic. But we're going to be listening to, instead, the Lola song once we get there. Take you out. Take you out. Give me your money. Thank you. I think it was in the first half, unfortunately. I believe this is the second half of the stage. Again, with these bonus stages, they only give you a half of the stage, and most of the time it is the second half of the stage, which is unfortunate, because usually the first half is where some of the really cool details are, but I understand why they chose not to do some specific areas. For the most part, at least. Alright, time to say goodbye to this cool music. It's good, but what if we were to listen to... Inner Alarm. Inner Alarm as a song. Again, I'm basing my opinions on the songs, on how they sound, not necessarily by their lyrics. So this could have some really deep lyrics, and I am just, you know, a pleb when it comes to understanding Japanese, so... 少しの日本語が話せます。すみません。少し日本語が話せますが、でもたくさん日本語が知っていません。すみません。今、授業を取っています。私の技能はちょっともう上手と思います。でも、すいません。未来に私は日本語が話したいです。素晴らしい日本語を話したいです。でも今、私の頭はとっても遅いです。それか、私の話すの技能はとても悪い。たくさん文法と単語を知っていません。でももっと勉強しています。Alright, well sorry, but I kind of speak Japanese. I'm just not very good at it, and I'm still working at it. And song lyrics are some of the hardest things to translate, especially on the fly. So that is why I don't know the lyrics to this song, and that's why I'm basing my opinion of the song based on how it sounds. Okay? I'm sorry. 本当にごめんなさい. Anywho's, this particular song, I don't particularly care for how some of the vocals are a bit grungy, but there are parts of it that I do really enjoy, and I do like the ringing bells that are happening. And you're probably wondering, why are you messing around and not continuing the stage? Reason. The reason being, there is a chip here. This is actually where one of the chips was in the normal stage. However, it is hidden in a very stupid spot. See right here? Get Anchor Nexus out, turn it on. It shows you there's something there to tag. There is a hidden cannon. That's like the only one of those in the game that's there. like that. And you have to know turn on Anchor Nexus and then hit it. It also had a unique coloration for what it looked like, so it specifically just exists for that one bonus chip, and that's it, which is very silly. Now then, let's continue on with the stage. I will try not to... well, I mean... 日本語が話したいよ。でも、皆さんは多分英語は皆さんの言語と思います。で、それから英語を話すといいです。I probably said that wrong. Anywho's. I will refrain from speaking Japanese for the rest of the episode, but it is my ultimate dream would to become a translator, to do yakusoku no shigoto. Of course, my brain is not that fast, even on its own. Like, I have mental pauses, even in English, as I just had right there. So adding another language onto that is difficult for me, but I really, really, really enjoy the language, and I would love to, like, learn more about it and be good at it and do a job, just, like, potentially in the gaming industry with it. So, this is the interesting thing about this particular fight. Weakness weapons do not work on the opponents. However, the only way to really get to Die9 here is by actually using the Anchor Nexus to lock onto him a bit. Now, before we go further into this fight, as I'll just wander around for a moment while getting my bullets up, let me get up the information for Die9, because we're going to get some more fun information like we did with the other two adepts in the previous episode. So, Die9 has no canonical age because he is a robot guy, but I'm gonna guess that he's at least probably a decade old. Maybe like 5 years old, maybe, but, you know, he's programmed at least with like an older gentleman mindset in mind, so that really just becomes the question of how do you determine age on robots. As far as the theming for him goes, when we're looking at the Choir of Angels, he is based off of the second choir, which is Cherubim. I guess that's where cherubs come from. I grew up learning Christian mythology because that was my family's background in religion, and there is still a lot about Christianity that I don't understand or know. Sorry to my viewers who are of the Christian faith. There's nothing wrong with having faith, just be tolerant to others that have different faiths than yours. That's all I have to say on that. That said, because the second choir is Cherubim, he follows the second zodiac then, which is Tauros. Which, when you think about it then, with his cloak and his cape and all that kind of stuff, he's kind of like a bullfighter, which makes a lot of sense then, with the theming then, and I'm bad at dodging that. So we'll just... Lola, you want to help? Okay. But yeah, that's where he is aligned as far as the Zodiac and the choir hierarchy goes. As far as his name, DS9, or Die9, actually comes from the 2009 science fiction movie District 9, which is actually about, like, robots having human personality, so very fitting for him. So they did a lot of cool work in, like, how they determined stuff for these characters. Some more fun facts about him is that he's actually the tallest character in the entire Gunvolt series. Previous record holder, I believe, was Carrera. But D-Stein beats him. He is 205 centimeters tall. For everyone else who does not use the metric system like we should be using, that is roughly 6'8"? Yeah, 6'8". Now, there is one thing to notice that we can't see right now, but in his cutscene design, when we first see him with Stella, he has a different colored shoulder pauldron than when we see him before fighting him in this stage, which is weird detail, but neat. And finally, this has nothing to do with the game, but Tauros is actually my zodiac sign. So that's cool. I like Di9. He's a cool guy. He just wants to get back with the person he loves the most, which is Stella. He and Stella are pretty much implied to have been in some kind of relationship. He was probably sent to her initially as like some kind of like servant droid, but eventually they became an item. And robots can fall in love with humans, that's totally okay. After all, Copen's a human, and I'm pretty sure Kohaku's in love with him. So there. Now if we look at customization, we don't need that, and we don't need that either. We're going to turn the outfit changer back on. We're going to keep working towards this extra bullet then. We'll go to our next mission, which is going to be Special Mission 2, which is actually the stage where we'll find Stella. I wanted to put the two lovers together because I thought that would be cute. Original chord is the song for this stage, so let us begin. Yeah, I like that Di9 has my zodiac sign. I don't know why, like, I take pride in that. Obviously, they don't cover all 12 zodiac, they only cover 6. So, that Maya was considered at all makes me happy. Now, interestingly enough, for Stella's stage, we actually start on the first half. And I want to say the reasoning for that is because technically we've already seen the second half a second time before. As the second half of her stage is the first stage of Sumeragi Bunker, but just a little remixed. Now we're going to go after all the bonus ships again because we can. And we want to get money too. And it is, like, basically, why Di9 fought us is because he was upset that Stella was essentially deceased. And the reason why Stella fights us is because she's worried that Di9's going to be taken away from her. So they are both fighting basically for the ones they love, which is really noble and really sucks because we beat them and essentially slayed them. And that's just kind of a butt thing to do. So we can thank Demezrel for being a giant jerk in that regard, because I'm sure Demezrel does not give a crap about people's love lives. I do, though. I hope that they're both happy together somewhere in another dimension. Because they deserve to be happy. Almost all the Falcons deserve to be happy, except Krim. Krim sucks, but we've already been over him. The song for this stage is Original Chord, and it's not a bad song. I definitely like this one a bit more than the previous song that we had. But I think it really just comes down to like how certain things are performed. Like, I like the performance of the voice in this song a bit more. I like just how the melody sounds. There's a lot of stuff musically-wise that I can talk about in the song that isn't necessarily... I know the lyrics, because I don't. Still, it's very cute, and I enjoy it quite a lot. Get rid of these guys. And we missed a bonus chip. I'm gonna guess I know where it is. There it is. All found. Hooray. And yeah, we're also back again in Lola's performer outfit. I like it a lot. I like how it becomes more of a dress. How, like, part of her wings become part of the back of the dress. Again, I mentioned her hair is a bit different. There's just a lot of cool little details about it. And I know it's just a minor thing overall, but it's really cool if they put that kind of thing into the game. DLC as it is, but still, it's cool. And I'm excited to see more stuff like that for the sequel. And I want to say that her healer mode that has been revealed for the game is the outfit that Mayu Mineta has worn in one of the promotional videos for Luminous Avenger X2 thus far, but I don't know. And if it isn't, I really hope that they put in that outfit as bonus content for Lola as well, because she'd look really cute in it. So, here is Stella. Stella is 24 years old, so this is the oldest character of the Falcons that we've met so far. Younger than me, but still one of the older character. Stella is, once again, as all the Falcons are, based off one of the choirs of the Christian hierarchy of angels. Let's see. It is the 7th choir. Not sure why she's all the way down at rank 7, but I guess that's where they decided to put her. Rank 7, which is Principalities and Rulers. Makes a bit sense, because it seems like she is some kind of, like, very big, important person. We don't get a lot about, like, detail about her, but she is, from what I understand at least, some kind of, like, rich and famous person, which is why she had D9 in the first place. That particular, I can't believe I ran into that like a dumb butt. That particular hierarchy of angels is related to the 7th Zodiac, then, which is Libra. Libra is best known for having the scales, and because of that, her design, especially like if you look at it right now, is based off of Lady Justice, like the image of Lady Justice in the law, which is really cool. For her name once again comes from a science fiction film. I believe Rebelio is the only character to not be based off a science fiction film. Her name is from the 2014 film Interstellar, which is interesting because her name in English is Stella, so you Interstella, or her Japanese name is Inters. So if you were to combine both her Japanese and English name, you would just get the title of the film she's based after, which I think is kind of funny. Another fun fact about her design overall is that if you're playing a fresh file of a fresh copy of Luminous Avenger X, which we technically have been doing, in the portraits when we're first talking to her in the conversation scene before her fights, I am not being careful about my health, her eyes are obscured by her bangs. But if you were to play, I think, either the same mission again or a new file, you would actually see her eyes not obscured by her bangs, which is an interesting, like, design thing that they did. I messed that up terribly. Sorry. I have a lot of fun facts about Stella, so I want to do them. And I guess you don't do the whole stage. You at least have to do the stage and then the boss, so we won't listen to the cool song. Well, we'll probably get to listen to the song again, because we don't have to worry about losing kudos. So we'll come back up. In the meanwhile, let's see, what are other fun things about Stella? Let's see. Yeah, I mentioned the bangs thing already, so you actually get to see her eyes properly in the pre-battle conversation if you're playing either the mission again or another file on the same profile. So if I was so this technically being a redo of the original playthrough, because the footage wasn't super great, when you actually went to go find her in her stage, you would actually see her eyes no longer obscured, because we already did the initial pass-through where her eyes were obscured, which is pretty cool. And final little fun fact about her, which has nothing to do with the game, her height is confirmed to be 170 centimeters, which is 5'6". That is actually how tall I am. I don't know if that means I'm short, or if it means I'm average heights, because heights are weird depending on which region of the world you live in. I know I'm taller than quite a few Japanese people, but I have no idea if that means I am that tall at all. That said, I just thought it was kind of funny that both her and Di9 have information that ties back to me specifically, because I'm a sucker for love stories, and it was just cute that the two lover characters, the two, like, confirmed major level characters in the game, had information pertaining that kind of relates back to me. Di9 with Tauros, and her with her heights. Very cute. Anywho's, let us actually finish her off this time. Again, weakness weapons don't work, so you just kind of have to go gun-ho at it. Nice thing about leveling up, though, is that you still get experience from what you do, and you can get more health as you level up. So redoing bosses isn't a bad thing, because you basically get more experience. The very sad note to leave on is that when she does get defeated, she calls out Dai9's name, because obviously that was the one thing that she wanted to hold on to and protect. I feel really bad for these two. Of all the Falcons we fight, I feel bad for her and Dai9 the most, because it would be nice if they had a happy ending. I mean, she was smoking, so that could have been bad too, but I don't know. It's the future. Who knows what's going on in the future here? With that all said, we're going to end this episode off here. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Let's Play Luminous Avenger X. If you like this video, please consider hitting that like button below. If you want to see more content from me, please consider subscribing. And if you want to pick up this game for yourself, go ahead. It's very fun. Pick up the sequel when it comes out as well. You can get some of the DLC outfits for Kohaku. Wait, no, DLC. Just event outfits. Or the DLC as it is with the outfit for Lola, which I think is really cool. Support Inti Creates, they do amazing work, and they put a lot of cool, fun details into their games, which is why I was so excited to talk about like the details behind the Order of Choirs and the Zodiac and the movie references that their names are too. Like, I just find that really fascinating, and that does distract me a little bit from like fighting the bosses, but I thought it was just really cool to talk about. So thank you, Inti Creates, for all the hard work you're doing, and for all the hard work you continue to do. Most importantly, though, for all you viewers, so 大切なものは皆さんありがとうございます。Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video. Until then, ciao. そして、それは、それで、またね。それは私の最後の日本語の話すの時間と思います。その分はちょっと違うと思います。でも、いいですよ。For real though. Ciao.